I be flowing, homie, I don't need a metronome. Where you going? Yo, I be going home. Showing all the love to those who came when I was broke. Now we living pretty comfortable, no? Oh, I suppose. Let's not get lost in the facts. Let me get back to my raps. After that, I'll take a nap. Wake up after like 5 minutes. Time's ticking your life. You missing it, it go by. Will you be blinking your eyes? I think I seen them go by. Sometimes I'm confined when I'm writing some lines until the sunrise. Ain't giving up, guys. I only go onward. I only go onward. Cause I got hella treasures. Like I'm Tutankhamun. Y'all think less is better, cause you're too damn common. I seen desperate measures, like that soup and ramen. I invest my cheddar to improve my comments. What you know about this? What you know about that? What you know about him? I ain't calling back, I'ma try to jump. One day I'ma hit the rim. Felt like I was done for, but I ain't even begin. And I'ma keep going on, I hope you keep listening. I know you heard. I know you heard. Junyur on the motherfucking beat. I don't really got no time to go to sleep. I've been working overnights making my beats. I get lost in all the lights inside my screen. Apologize, call it a night. Close my eyes and have a beat. This the kind of song that really make me feel myself. Looking in the mirror, clearly I have been through hell. I so badly wanna care about my health, so I light me up and early let my head just start to melt. Feeling different now, the smoke has hit my dome. I gotta quit, but I feel so out of control. Addiction is a bitch, just know that bitch is getting old. I'ma come out winning, have it written on my stone. Getting my bag, flipping my raps, kicking it back. Ain't really been chilling in packs, feel a bit mad. Y'all have been missing the fact. I be the illest, I'm breaking my limits, just giving y'all something to listen to. Building my palace, I'm killing these rappers, I'm feeling it, you unoriginal.
Hey, how are we doing out there, Facebook land?
That intro was Junyur.
Yes.
No Metronome.
Yep.
And I'm Strawstone.
I'm Modest K.
And this is StrawTalk
After Dark.
And we're happy to be with you.
Happy to be here.
Per usual.
Always.
How the fuck's everybody doing?
How is everyone?
We want to know. We want to talk to you. We love when you comment. We love hearing about everything going on.
Facts.
Just tell us how you're living. It's Saturday night, baby.
Saturday night. What the heck are you doing?
Who's feeling good? Roll up a blunt.
I'm feeling good.
Pour up a drink.
Good. This rain's got me a little sleepy.
A little bit. I'm always kind of sleepy, though.
I love naps.
We took one of those today.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a little sweaty, but it was good.
I don't know. I feel like sweaty naps they're not always a bad thing.
Are they?
I don't know.
Man,
I don't mind sweating next to you.
Who tuned in for the interview last night? Who watched the King ISO interview? Let's see some heart reacts. If we're sounding good, if you can see us, if we're looking good,
sound good.
You got the Modest K looking hip hop as fuck over here.
You're looking hip hop.
I had to grab my jacket.
Yeah, he had to flex.
You know what I mean? I can't.
My drip was so hard.
What I need to do is go to my boy Tyler Wilde at the Spice Rack.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to get suited up with some fucking gear.
Awesome gear.
This is not about you, right?
I know it's not about you. Me.
I know it's not about you. No. What up, Gavin?
I just like cool
That's
stuff.
my guy.
Hey, Story.
What up, DJ Maddox
Hey,
in the house? Nick Blackletter. What up, Ricky? Ricky, I'd like to get you on sometime. I would like to talk to you a little bit about maybe who you think I should maybe interview in the battle rap community. Ricky?
Yeah.
I bet you'd have some good input. Who do you guys want to see us interview?
Yeah, tell us, because we're trying to hit people up, and we've had some people hit us up.
Yeah, we added somebody interesting this week. We added the Sexy Psycho. She does a lot of psychopathic shows. She's super dope. Nice lady. Has a really good message about, like, she's anti-body shaming.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to her.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. But
that's going to be next Wednesday.
All you got to do is tell us who you would like to interview and or who we should interview. And I have no problem being told no, so I'll fucking hit them up. Why not? I'm not scared.
We aren't scared.
Let me trying to get back here, but and tonight we have Surreal The MC.
Yes, we do.
Who is part of Noise Wave. He's been in the scene for a long time.
Forever.
Lots of accomplishments.
Yes. He
How
was
did
on
UFC
a talk show
fights
once.
go? What did he say? Dave Steffen said, feeling blessed watch. I didn't even know there were UFC fights tonight. Who fought tonight?
Yeah, who fought tonight?
Man, I am wearing a zip up. Because Kayla came with, like, I choked. All right? I was running some errands, and I got here last second from buying another mower, and I seen Kayla looking all fly, so I was like, man, I'm gonna put on my Husker hoodie real quick.
You got that Husker drip.
You think George Bush? I do. I honestly, I think W would be a fucking great interview.
I mean, let's call him.
Kayla, get on the Skype, and all of a sudden, that's when you guys know that, like, we're in some fucked up parallel universes when we're like, oh, George Bush, get him on the phone.
Let me just get good old Georgie on the line.
He appears with a big fucking mission accomplished like banner behind him. Like,
oh my god.
But yeah, things are good, man. We had such a good time talking to ISO last night.
It was a really good episode. If you haven't caught it, make sure you go to our YouTube and check that out. We've got 39 episodes on our YouTube right now, so feel free to check those out 40. At your leisure.
What up, Dave Blackman? Thank you for joining.
What up?
I'm going to get him on a show one of these nights. We've talked about it. I would love to talk to him about the old days and Hideout.
Heck
and
yeah.
All that good shit. Yeah, dude.
George
lit. Bush, you know, that guy parties for sure. It's my guy.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Kayla?
I'm doing good. I'm a little, I don't know. I got rained on.
You did get rained on.
I got a little rained on, so I'm a little frizzy, a little frizzled.
I love Miss Frizzle. Do you guys know that about me? Like, I think Miss Frizzle's so fucking hot.
That's kind of like our thing.
Yeah. What up, Eric? Gavin, how are you, man? How are you really doing, No Name Sensei? Talk to me about it. Ever tried farming not high? No.
Never.
Not once.
My garden, I started a garden this year. Justin got me some lovely planters for Mother's Day, and they're beautiful, and I started a little garden, and I talk to them. I smoke and talk to them and water them.
I'm concerned about Kayla. I'll say that right now. I bet just better see some vegetables and shit.
The tomato plants are flowering.
But
already.
I want to make sure, Surreal has a lot of friends in this city. I would love for you guys to comment and interact and to, lead him into the stories that you want to hear. Yeah. I got a couple notes here, but he's somebody that I look up to. He's somebody that's been like a mentor to me. He took me to the Omaha Arts and Entertainment Awards or whatever they're called.
The OEAAs. You guys went together. That was dope.
I was his date last year. That was dope.
Was that last year?
Was it last year?
Or the year before?
It might have been the year.
Yeah, I think so.
It's crazy.
But you know what else is cool about Surreal?
What?
He treats people decent.
He does. He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Gavin, I'm doing well. I got frustrated with one of my mowers the last couple days, so I talked to Kayla into letting me go upgrade it and get something a little better off the marketplace tonight. So, man, I'm like, I know I sound like a super like old white guy right now, but I'm super excited to mow with my new mower tomorrow.
I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited for you.
That's where my mind's at. Like, I mean, to work for myself and have like cool shit and to have a wife that supports, and then to rush home to like talk to one of my favorite people who I know has just so much to tell everyone. Like, yeah. I'm kind of living the dream again. I feel like we found a way to adjust and to angle our energy to where we're doing the cool shit again. Yeah. And we're being safe and all that good shit.
It's the best.
What up, Two Strikes? But yeah, why don't we go ahead and call him?
Let's call him. Might as well.
Keep talking to us though, everybody. How's it going, Tyler Baxter? Make sure you guys tune in for Digging In with Tyler. He has a Facebook page. Go follow that. He does a lot of cool shit. Hello. Surreal, is that you?
Yo. We can't see you yet.
Yeah, I clicked the camera thing. so we can see your pretty face.
I'm on the battle cat bombing, baby.
We need to see you.
Ew.
Have you click the little camera thing and see if maybe that so you can
I'm
see?
a camera clicking dude.
Hey! I knew you could do it. I had so much faith in you.
Yes.
Yes.
How you
What
doing?
up? What up?
Oh, nothing. We're just chilling.
Yes.
So let's just jump right into it.
All right.
Let's talk about the megaphones. Tell them what we're up to.
We got to do the social distancing battle league. We need MCs who want to go to like the top of the hill in battle.
I love it. So like imagine two hills and like battlers over here and battlers over there, and we're gonna fucking rap at each other from a distance.
Yeah, social distancing.
Yep, because that shit's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot of people in here excited. Tyler Baxter said to say hi to you.
3 strike.
Yep. Then you got Patrick Kirchbaum said, "Dirty S."
Oh my gosh. No, our history is like way. Pat's the dude, man.
Yeah. Pat's a dope guy, man. You guys are both...
No, Pat and I worked at Ranch Bowl and Hy-Vee, and like I think maybe we're cousins or something.
Really?
No, I just known him forever.
I'm so naive.
Well, thank you for coming on tonight, man. We do appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
So what have you been up to?
I made chicken salad sandwiches tonight.
Hey, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. A lot of garlic salt. That's my trick.
Man, you can't just...
We got a bread maker.
So
it's over here.
Did you have it on fresh bread?
Yeah, you got to get... Yeah, it's like fresh bread. Everything's about fresh bread.
I need one.
When you're like social distance and you got to make bread.
I want to make bread.
You should make bread, yes.
Kayla,
I think Kay the bread maker.
I made a joke about like I shared a meme about people making bread or something. And she like looked at me and she's like, you know, I've been thinking about making bread.
I've been thinking about making some bread.
I haven't.
No, that's fair.
I haven't returned the comment
making
yet, though.
bread normally is kind of whack, but like since everybody's dying of viruses, making bread's not whack.
Right, exactly. Let's just make some bread. Make some bread about it.
Thank you.
But I think we definitely need to. I was kind of just like playing it up like I actually didn't like bread making, but I mean, who the fuck doesn't like fresh bread?
Who doesn't like fresh bread? It smells so
No,
good.
everybody likes bread.
I mean, all right. Well, it's good having you, man. I'll see you around. So,
hey,
what?
Since we're talking about bread, I feel like I'm just loafing around.
You know what? I love your line on the drip tape on that "I'ma fuck with you." What do you say? You're not a baker, but you brag about the bread in your hand. Or the cake in your hand.
No, that's metaphoric, but yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for having me on. That was a fun day. We went Alfonso's studio and recorded. That was a super hype, super fun day. Ran into Kyle, ran into everybody. I met a lot of new people that day, so that was a big day for me. It was positive.
Absolutely. No, that was fun, man. I learned a lot. That day. I still need to find a day to go and clean up a whole bunch. And before you know it, I'm going to have like fucking 8 of the hottest tracks ever. But, you know, coronavirus kind of fucked me up, man. Like, it's kind of...
That was ill timing.
Yeah, it's like it's funny. Yesterday, my partner finally hit me up for the 15th time, and he's like, "Hey, yo, that paperwork from the Mac Lethal run, like you said you're gonna do." He's like, "Can you actually do it? Because I'm trying to do taxes and shit." So like, I had to go back through messages and figure it out. I just couldn't put my mind in that space, you know?
Yeah, no, that's dope.
And it was like,
it's like booking shows. All this shit, because when you book shows, it's like minimum like 3 months down the line, and you're getting all the openers, the locals. You're getting Josh is making flyers for you.
Right.
The whole thing encompasses, and then it's like a halt, and you're like, woo, air brakes.
Right. What do we do now? and now we're on episode 40 of Straw Talk. So there's your answer. I guess. The game. We're not killing anything, but we're having fun.
Yeah, we are having fun.
We're humbled at how many people fuck with us and the whole idea of creating like a platform. You know, that's we went with the same vibe that we start everything with, man. Yeah. Get it from the mud. And
that's where everything starts.
Surreal.
Yo.
Tell me. What? No, you go ahead.
Where's Mike Fantastic tonight?
Mike Fantastic. I haven't talked to him tonight. I'm sure he's in here watching
right now.
Oh man, we need Mike Fantastic. That's what I need. I need some Mike Fantastic. To be honest, like the most positive force in all the hip hop Omaha community is Mike Fantastic.
Hey, I fucking agree with that, man. He's like he's like a spirit animal for so many misfits, dude. Like,
oh, he is. He's like Mike better than Fantastic. He's like Mike Impossible Fantastic.
He's like super duper fantastic. You're right. Dude, what's up?
I was gonna say it's his wife's birthday, so that might be why he's not.
Oh!
So, shout out to Erica Bodkin. Happy birthday!
Yeah, Mike's wife's birthday. Mike's wife's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to her.
She's
nice.
Dope. She's so nice. I love Erica.
I love Erica.
First off, she's married to Mike Fantastic, so
Lucky
she wins.
God.
I can't even wrap my head around. I want to marry Mike Fantastic, so I'm kind of jealous.
Me too. I tried. It just didn't work out. We're both power bottoms. What can I say?
That's amazing. Yeah, no, for real, positive vibes to them.
Yeah,
that's
for
awesome.
Sure, man. So what have you been up to, like, creative wise? So me and you hit me and a bunch of other like people that make shit happen and MCs in the city and this social distance battle league. Now I want people to know that this is real. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have the first episode of it probably here. I don't know. Give it a couple weeks. Me and you gotta really talk and we want you guys to take part in that too. So if you got
mic check 1 2.
If you got a crew and you think it would be fun to fucking meet up in a parking lot in a park or whatever and stand like 20 feet away from each other and like take turns rapping with the microphone, that's what we're up to. Yeah, that's we're doing that, and it's all
we're doing that.
Surreal's idea, which is usually with like when a lot of even people I respect. I'm so tired and kind of out of it with the music shit. Like I have trouble getting excited about things, but this was an insta yes.
Yeah,
we gotta do it.
That sounds like it's gonna be instant success.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast, and there's a lot of dope people in Omaha that I think will like fit the format.
Yeah, for sure.
I think are we putting money on it?
I mean, we could do that. That'd be fun.
No.
Get a. I think there could be a winner. I mean, I think Nice Enough would be down to sponsor and help with a first place prize or something.
Yeah.
I like it. We'll
have to talk about it. Maybe I'll give them this signed sweet Nebraska fucking jacket that don't fit me properly.
Well, slow down, player. Slow down.
I know. We just began. You're right.
We just met.
So
that's classic. Yeah, we gotta. If anybody's interested in it, you email Straw or email me at zachsurreal@gmail.com.
Absolutely, and we'll
throw them in the running.
We'll get some flyers and shit made. Maybe we'll get Josh on that too and start promoting it properly. Josh needs something to do.
Congratulations, newlywed Josh.
Newlywed Josh. Yeah. He finally made it happen.
Still the game.
I love Josh.
Yeah.
I love Josh too. Josh made like a bunch of flyers for me, and then like coronavirus happened, so like all the shows got canceled. But I still want to like hug his face and love him.
Me too, man.
Same.
Yeah. What a wonderful, big, beautiful man. I hope he's watching this
Josh,
so he can. He's like over there, like.
Yeah, he's a hardcore guy.
Yes, he is. It was when I don't know when we started Nice Enough, having him with me gave me so much confidence, man. Like
yeah, that's a good call.
Why don't let's talk about you, man?
Yeah.
Why don't you just you gave us a few little talking points earlier, but why don't you just kind of, if you could, let's say that somebody's never come across you before, if you can give a brief explanation of who you are and what you do, that'd be dope.
Well, I'm old, but when I was younger, I got into hip hop at an early age, and I started booking shows. So I do like emceeing and hosting and booking and management and publishing and DJing. I just love music, so whatever angle I can do it, I just do it because I love it, and I don't know, like it's all because of Run DMC.
Okay.
When I was like in third grade, I don't know if you knew this. When I was the bread maker's going off.
Hey.
Odd
flex.
We should make Josh some like congratulations bread. So when I was in third grade, like last year, we were in the old market, my dad and I. And remember like when dads used to wear like real tight shorts, like they were like Bike or McGregor, like gray or like navy blue, like softball coach shorts.
Yeah.
My dad had those on, and this guy was freestyling. He was like off top of the dome, and he started dissing my dad. And I was like, yes, this guy's dissing my dad. That's so great. And he was like, yeah, this guy's shorts are tight or something. I don't remember what he said, but like I fell in love with hip hop right then. This is like 1983 or something like last year. So like this guy dissed my dad, and then I wanted to be a rapper. That's pretty much the whole story of it.
That is
like
classic.
Like if people diss your dad, they're fun.
Oh, for sure.
I know. Yeah.
Have you ever dissed your dad in a song?
No. Well, I probably should.
I mean,
no, but the point was like he was like he said
made it cool.
About softball shorts, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Right. And so fast forward to like what year is it? Like 2020. So like the energy of it. The whole reason I do anything is like the energy. I just love the energy because it's like it's off the top of the dome. It's inspiring,
I see what you're saying there. It's like that was probably the first time you've seen somebody like improvised like that in an entertaining way, And
no, exactly. It was in the old market, and people used to break dance on like cardboard. They used to go to like. You used to get like cardboard. It was white with like navy, like cornucopia symbols. And like your grandma would like sew patterns on it. You know what I'm talking about? The fold out cardboard. They fold it out. They break dance. So then I wanted to be a break dancer.
Hey.
Well, I wasn't the best break dancer. I am now, but back then I wasn't. So then I wanted to be a DJ. So I bought some turntables. The whole thing is like the energy of hip hop, like the four elements, like break dancing, b-boying, DJing, MCing, graffiti. That's what drew me in at an early age. So, here we're in like 2020, COVID-19 and people, but it's like it's so exciting to me. Like, like you guys, Modest K, fucking Straw, we can, you're like, let's do a mixtape. Like, that's amazing.
Right.
You realize how amazing that is? We can just go, like, bug Alfonso and, like, record a mixtape.
Right.
That's amazing.
I want to do more shit like that, too. I don't know if I don't know if I do it with so many, but I'd love to, like, find like 6 guys and like host like a vibe like that, you know what I mean, and do it with the horrorcore guys, and just like I don't know. I
just want to hang out with C10. No, everything C10 says is like the best thing I ever heard, because it reminds me of like me when I was younger. Like C10's like, if he's mad, I'm like C10's mad. If he's my whole day is based on C10's emotions.
And I'm glad mine aren't.
Why is C10 so fresh?
Man, I don't know, but that kid's charming, and he has this weird it factor about him. Like, and I shouldn't say that out loud either, because he works with me every day, and I got to keep his ego down.
Well,
but
yeah.
He's actually a fascinating young man, though. I love his mind.
Jay influential. Like the whole team's like, they're like fun. Like mostly C10, but. And Jay, no, and Fit, shoot, why is everybody so fun? I want to quit my job and hang out with you guys.
Man, You're so right about that, man. Being on the road with like that group of kids with their talent level, and like being able to like, you know, like being the older guy too, like watching them like go fucking get it. You know what I mean? Get in the boxing ring and tear shit up, and like.
No, I love it.
I want it back. Yeah, it riles me the fuck up. And they do a good job of like what they're supposed to do. Like there's times like I'd be off doing other shit that I need to do, and like I'll come back into the venue and like they're hanging up banners, they're setting up the merch, man. They're like they're talking to the sound guy.
In like Sioux Falls, Sioux City, right down Oklahoma.
Yeah, man. I miss being out there with
Brady
those
Raps.
guys. Shout out to Brady Raps. That's another charming, amazingly talented kid, man.
The whole team's fucking phenomenal because like that whole network, that energy is like so positive. I love it.
Man, I appreciate you. I think you got some dope people around you too. Shout out to AP and
Big Mister.
No Play. Big Mister, legend around these parts.
I got the Big Mister CD.
I got it on my wall somewhere too.
We're finished up a new video for Big Mister.
Oh.
Yeah. What's it called?
Well, we're doing the right here, Pull Up.
Nice.
Jalen Gora, Big Mister, Pull Up. Aaron Gum.
Oh, I love Aaron Gum.
Yes. We're gonna finish that up. We got a lot of things in the work.
Awesome.
That's awesome. People want to hear your. I have 2 requests already. They want to hear your going on a talk show story when you were a young man.
Oh yeah, I was on Queen Latifah, and like it was filmed in 1999, but it aired in 2000. I sat next to Slick Rick from Def Jam and Big Joe the Gangster. When he was still Big Joe the Gangster, now you know, or Fat Joe the Gangster, on Queen Latifah had a show kind of like Oprah or something. She had a talk show. I was on it. They found me through Associated Press before like there was the internet, but it wasn't as big as it was back then. So they found me through like Associated Press, which was like the newspapers. They were looking for like a white rapper from Iowa, so they put me on this show. They flew me to New York and put me on. I met all these people.
That's amazing, man. I've seen footage of it too, and like the first time I ever knew about it, I think it was like last year. You like real subtly like showed like, oh yeah, this, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what has this guy not done? Like, Jesus Christ.
No, it's fun. It was fun. It was cool. Latifah was like super cool with me, and she was like super patient. I got to talk to her, and then like. I don't know. And then the next time I went to New York, I went and recorded for Mars Black's album. He was signed to Team Love through Saddle Creek, and we went to a studio where like RZA and like Wu-Tang recorded, like G Unit, Ill Bill. It was just kind of unreal. It was just fun, crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you've performed with Noisewave for a long time.
Yeah.
With your start, did you start as a solo artist or did you start in a group?
No, I when I was younger, I used to make mixtapes like on actual like. I go to like Richard Gordon where my mom worked and get like TDK blank tapes. I'd make mixtapes and sell them on like we go to like church youth groups and I'd sell like dirty rap tapes for like $10.
Hey.
It was a super hustle. Back in like 90. And then 97. So I went it's a real long story, but to make it short, when I was younger I make mixtapes, and then I went to college in Ames, and I came back, and Noisewave formed in 98. No, 97. We made our first cassette tape from Disc Makers in 97. And we started doing shows like at Wooden Apple we opened for like the Faint, who ended up being huge, and a lot of groups, you know, like Sokol and like Howard Street Pub in Old Market, like, and then it just kept going. What was the question?
I don't know if I remember the question. No, I asked if you had been a solo artist first or if you had been with a group, but now I can lead on to with Noise.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
Noise Wave was what there was 5 or 6 of us, but it was mostly me and my AP's my brother. Rowdy Jesus AP's my brother. So he's always been along. You know, he had an evil squad with Big Dog, but like Noise Wave was the core was me and AP. We had other MCs and we had a live band, but you know, mostly it was us.
Very cool. Now, you guys, I hear people when they talk about Noise Wave, they talk about the Ranch Bowl.
Yep.
Now, is that a place where you guys did a lot of shows, or did you just have some epic fucking nights there that won't go away in people's memories?
No, that's a good question. I used to work there.
Okay.
The thing is, we did in January 2000, we did a song that was real controversial. It was about a cop in town. And we got banned from Sokol. We got banned from Ranch Bowl. Most of the clubs and towns we got banned from. And then little by little, I ended up working at Sokol. I ended up working at 89.7 The River. I ended up working at Ranch Bowl from 2000 to 2004 when it closed. Like, to paraphrase it, it's kind of a long story, but we were banned from all these places, and then I got on the business side, so we kind of got on the good side of it, and then it kind of took off. Like at Ranch Bowl, you know, I've done shows with like Cottonmouth Kings, Funk Junkies, I mean, everybody. I ended up working for the production company, so we did shows with like Nelly and like Insane Clown Posse, everybody, but it was kind of like a negative turn, and it ended up real positive.
Yeah, that actually sounds familiar, man. I mean, not that I was banned from a bunch of places, but I definitely started getting an understanding of things by getting in and getting in the venue and seeing how it's done every fucking day and seeing how things work on the rock side. That's where I learned a lot, man, was seeing how these bands move.
Yeah. It's intricate. It's more than people realize. Like, well, you know, Kyle and Keith. When I met Kyle and Keith, they were in they were in punk bands like the Cog Factory days. And I'm going off on a tangent. Bring me in, Straw. Bring me in.
So I was just saying about how being on the business side of things and working like for me, like working at the door, helping people carry their kits in and out, it gave me a different perspective. You said by getting and working at the places that you got to being on the business side. So I guess there wasn't really a question there. It was just more I can relate, and I see that that's kind of like, I don't know if it gives you a different respect in how you move when you're there on the daily like that. Maybe, you know, I doubt you went in there and just kissed ass, you know, but maybe you just learned some things on how to communicate and how to get you guys in the position to do the cool shit.
Well, both and. At Ranch Bowl, Matt Markle owned it, and one of his sons, Eric, he worked there, and I challenged Eric because I had worked at a company that filled vending machines. I told Eric, if I can fill all the vending machines, because Ranch Bowl's a bowling alley too and a concert place. I was like, if I can fill all the vending machines faster than you, tell your dad to hire me. Sure enough, I fucking killed him. And next thing you know, I'm working there. So like we went from being banned, Noise Wave, we went from being banned at these venues to working at these venues like really quickly. And then, you know, fast forward like a year or two later, we did that song Lunchbox Benny, and we got In Rotation on the River. So it was kind of like All Is Forgiven. Mm-hmm. It was just real fast. Like we went from bad to good, but at the core of it, I just like making music. You know, I just enjoy making music. So everything's happening real fast, but you're like real appreciative.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like you finally get to like share it properly, you know, and I tell like the young kids all the time, you know, it's like getting different perspectives and having the angles. Go talk to a sound guy, you know, rather than want to think you're better than every rapper you come across. Why don't you ask how they're moving and how they're promoting and shit? So it does move fast.
No, exactly.
And when you start getting,
that's good call.
I see them get like I love seeing it pay off. Like I've seen it happen for Jay Influential a lot, to where that kid, like, you know, it's like he starts moving properly and he gets rewarded for it every single fucking time. So
it's a good example.
What a
Jay Influential kills the game, dude. Jay Influential kills the game. What about C10 though? Man.
You know what's going on with C10 right now is he's in my ear. He wants me to help him make a bunch of T-shirts that say "I seen C10 sex tape."
Ooh, what? I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. There must be a sex tape out there that no one knows about. I don't know if Jay's involved too.
Come on, C10.
Why don't you...
Marquise? No, wait. Marquise did one of my first rhyme swaps.
Yep.
And he do you know about this?
Me and you talked about it, but tell everyone.
Yeah, Marquise, so I host Rhyme Swap, is a thing where like MCs break down their lyrics on like a spiritual level. Like, what do they mean? What's the syncopation? What's the metaphor? What do the lyrics mean? And Marquise came and he was like talking about he lost his grandma. He was being like real in depth, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what the hell?" This like young kid's like killing the game. Like Marquise right out the bat.
Yeah, he's awesome. Jeez, man. He's got an old soul, man, and he knows. Like I love hearing about that, like because he's always known how to network and bring people together and put himself in situations. So. Right.
Where's he at? I want to give him a hug. Tell him to call in. I'll drive across town and give him a hug right now.
I know you fucking would. I know you would.
Best, man.
Why don't you tell us what your favorite time performing was?
Yeah.
Noise, I've had the opportunity in like 99 to open for Sugar Hill Gang in Lincoln for like a freshman orientation in front of like 8,000 or 9,000 people. Wow. It was that was a good one. And one time I DJ'd for Jimmy Hooligan. We got to open at Mid-America Center for like 7,000-8,000 in front of Hollywood, and I don't know, man. I've had a lot of times. No, one time Jamaz in Houston and I opened for Ghostface Killer at Soulful Underground years ago. And Ghostface walks in like Mike Tyson. He has like an entourage of like 20 dudes, and I can't even answer that. I've had so many people I've worked with, like Twisted, Nelly. I've had the pleasure of
opening your Twisted
with so
story.
Many people.
I want to hear your Twisted story.
Okay, so Jamie Madrox, Paul had to go back to hotel, Monoxide. Jamie was like, "Can you take me to a place called Mangelson's?" I was like, "Yeah, Mangelson's on 84th." So Jamie Madrox and I have a Honda Civic. We go to the spot, and he gets these mirrors, like these House of Illusions, like Halloween weird mirrors. And so we have to time the top of my car because I have a little fucking... I'm a runner for Ranch Bowl. I work for Ranch Bowl. So we take him back to Ranch Bowl, and we get him there, and he left his cell phone in my car. So I'm like, oh, man. So I'm going through it, and it's like, you know, like... the ICP guys, it's Joe and Joey. They're in the phone, like everybody important in the rap game at the time's in the phone. I'm like, should I call him? So eventually I give him his phone back, and they're like, after the show, I'm still the runner. They're like, we have to go to Doubletree, the hotel, afterwards. So I have Monoxide Child and Jimmy Madrox, and some other guy jumps to my phone. Ends up being Violent J.
Shit.
So like, we gotta go. Like, all these people are chasing us. So we're like going like 80 miles an hour down 72nd Street to the Doubletree. I get him there. You know, Jay. You know, and Violent J was like, dude, you're the coolest dude in Omaha. I was like, this fucking Violent J from ICP without his makeup on it. It was just super like surreal, for lack of a better words. It was crazy.
Dude, that's awesome.
Cool dudes. And I ended up giving him his phone, but I was like, you left your phone in my car earlier. He's like, yeah, good. It was like a Sprint old school phone. We were talking about this the other day. Like with this is old school. But yeah, like Twisted ICP, cool ass motherfuckers.
Dude, that's
the whole
awesome story.
I think
That's
awesome. Always cool.
I know last time
when I worked at Ranch Bowl, Big Money Hustlers came through too. Like all psychopathic, strange music, suburban noise. I've opened for Cess Crew, Tech Nine, Chris, all them record labels were real cool guys.
When I was with Twisted last time, I had to like escort them like from like the parking lot to like the venue side, and I'll never forget Madrox. Like he was like, they're cool, you know, they're nodding at their fans, you know, they're saying hi back and shit, and like some guy was like being like extra pushy though, and like I'll never fucking forget. He just looked at him and he said, "Bro, can you just not make this fucking weird for everybody?" And then he walked into the lookout.
That's awesome.
And I was just like,
oh. That's hilarious. Okay, so Lookout used to be called Hideout.
Yep.
And we had Cage, we had like tons of acts, but early in his career, Hobson came through to Hideout. And me and AP Noisewave opened for him. It was, who was this guy with the contacts with the real dilated? I can't remember his name, but
that's Hobson.
But anyway, Hobson after the show came up to me and AP was like, "You guys are the best local openers I've ever had on tour." I was like, "God damn, that means a lot."
Dude, that is the compliment. And I've heard that said a couple times about some of the people I'm around too. And as you know, their manager and shit, I'm just like, first of all, don't say that to them. They don't need to hear that shit.
No, yeah, don't.
But yes, thank you. They're fucking good. That's awesome. I'm glad you've gotten to have all those experiences, and I mean, I can't imagine what we're even like scratching the surface of, you know.
Right.
Why don't you give me? I don't know. Right now, big in pop culture, I keep seeing shit about Nelly versus Luda. First of all, who wins in the battle for the hits, and then you have to tell us your Nelly story.
Well, okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
I don't know. I think it's like it's harder to say Luda wins, but when you really think about it, does he?
He might.
I mean, like in my book, Luda wins, but Nelly has a bunch of hits. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we opened for Sweet Stock. Sweet 98 had a show at West Fair. So my group, we had, before he was big, Jimmy Hooligan, AP, me, we all dressed as, we went to the costume rental place. We all dressed as like rabbits and elephants and like all these animals. And it was like Shaggy and like all these real pop, huge people. Fast forward. So we're at the after party with Nelly, and like I'm trying to give him my demo CD. And he was real cool, but like his hype guy and like all, you know, all these people were like, no. And so I was like, no, I just got to give him, I just want to hand him my CD. So I finally get the chance to meet him. Dude's like super short. He's like real tiny. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
No.
It's like meeting Prince. Like Nelly's like little. Like he doesn't exist. He's cool as fuck, but he's way little. He's super little.
That's funny.
I was like, is this Nelly or is this like the Munchkins? We represent you, the lollipop. Nah, he's a cool guy though.
Man, Nelly is like, that's definitely straight from my era. Nelly, Ludacris, like for sure, that's my high school right there. I fucking love Luda though, because I love the fucking
Luda's
the Missy Elliott remix that he did. Stepped out the booth in 10.5 gators all around the world on a microphone. I leave the booth looking like smelling like Burberry cologne. Like that right there wins the battle right there. Luda wins.
We should have Luda on the battles. No, Luda wins it. Just for the record.
We're more likely to get Nelly, I feel like.
No, but Luda wins.
For sure.
Let's call
Move,
him.
bitch, get out the way.
We were joking earlier. It's like
I just want to punch my computer.
Kayla's like, let's call him. We're joking. We're in this alternative universe where it's just like you just decide to talk to people and they just have to fucking answer. Like, all right. So we asked what your favorite performance memory is. Now, why don't you tell us now, like what like your favorite song to perform is?
Oh, that's a lot of things too. We did some songs that got banned, so it was kind of controversial. But that's a good question. I don't really have a favorite song because for a while, I've emceed and I've DJ'd in groups, and I DJ'd for a while with Emphatic. They were a rock group who we signed with Atlantic Records. Wow. So like DJing with them in front of like tens of thousands of people night after night on tour, that's different than like rapping in front of people. But I don't know if I have a favorite song per se. My favorite thing is like whether I'm DJing or booking the show or emceeing, when like the kids come after the show and they're like legitimately, they're like, we had a good time. Like the people who really like feel it and really have a good time. That's what it's all about. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? Like it's putting a show on's a lot of work. There's like the guarantee. There's the rider, there's running to the hotel, there's the management, there's the door guys, there's the people who are on the guest list because they know everybody's cousin. But at the end of the day, when like the younger kids come up and they're like, that meant a lot. We like when you did this. That's what it's all about, because that's that sincere energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And as I was asking that question, I was kind of like thinking about like the different things I've seen you perform. I've seen you perform in a lot of different ways on a lot of different stages, actually. I've known you for a little minute now. And if someone asked me what Surreal's favorite song to perform, I would say that would be in between songs and getting on and off stage, because you're a fucking real MC. You're a master of ceremonies. You're rapping and you're entertaining whether the music's going or not.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. I think as long as, but it's not about what my favorite song is or what my favorite thing is. It's about the energy of the room. Like when you're doing real well, and you know this, like when it's all around positive, the host of the show, the sound guy, the light guy, everybody's having a good time. They're feeling the energy. Everybody's making money. Everybody's selling merch, everybody's filling the crowd, everybody's vibing, and even if it's only two people, right? It's the vibe, it's the energy. It doesn't, it's not a specific song so much. It's more about an energy.
Absolutely, man. I love what you said earlier about like kids coming up and whatnot. I love that. I love knowing like the people are glad they left their fucking house. They're glad they spent their money with us. Yeah. And I also love like other artists. Like I have artists that have that maybe they don't love me so much these days because like I'm not out here booking every fucking day. They don't see the benefit of it. But at one time there were some people that said like came up to me like, yo, this was the best crowd I've ever performed in. Like makes my heart
that's dope
so big, and it has nothing to do with ego. It's just I've been an artist for so long that like I've gone to shows to where it's like me and the people I rode with, and I still give that energy. But to see that other artists are getting to like feel a certain way because of what we're creating, I mean, that's everything. That's worth way more than money.
Oh hell yeah, that's dope.
You influence me. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I appreciate that. Even like, you know, like talking to ISO last night, like ISO knows that. I knew ISO when he was reality. I DJ'd for him like way back in the day. Like he knows what you're talking about. Like, you know, like the sacrifice, like being on the tour van, going city to city, getting gas money. And then all of a sudden you're selling some t-shirts, selling some CDs. You're on a mixtape with some famous people. Like the overall, whether you're killing like the promotion and the publishing game, or if you're at square one, like the main thing is like those kids when they, you know, they're just feeling it.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about because you can relate to it. Man, you know.
That's so true, man. Whenever we had a big show where there was a line, I couldn't fucking help it. I got little 5-second clips all over my phone where I go out and be like, "Are y'all fucking ready?" And just to hear them go, "Yeah!" And I'm just like, I fucking love it. DJ Maddox said, the people whose months were made from that show you put on, like where you feel the balance they needed, it feels amazing. And that's kind of what you're saying too, because you bring something that, you know, they left their house for that really fucking matters. And
Pat.
Snake Lucci's in here. He said, put it in her
Snake's
trunk.
in here from Iowa.
Yeah, I love
Snake. The game.
We were supposed to do that show with him. That was gonna be so fun.
In Des Moines, yeah, we're gonna redo it.
Fuck yeah, we ain't done. We ain't done. But he said the "Put It in Her Trunk" remix was dope as fuck.
Thank you, Snake. Well, we have to do the Snake show.
We got to go to Des Moines and he can get his little crew there, and we could do a fucking social distance battle. That'd be fun.
Nice. Yes.
Definitely.
For sure. Kayla, do you have some questions?
I was just gonna ask you to tell us a little bit about your writing process. I know you do like freestyle and stuff, and but just tell us a little bit about your creative process, whether it's like writing music or anything else that you might want to pour your energy into.
When I write a song, I like a lot of metaphors and I like a lot of like analogies. So sometimes I just put a lot of, you know, like the metaphor and the analogy and the alliteration. So like it's like mixtape marauder, mental masturbation, motherfucking making, maximum maintaining, more magnificent, mostly marvelous, maybe miraculous, my metamorphosis. It's all M's. Mm-hmm. I put a lot of thought into how it's articulated, but also like how it lines up. Sometimes it's kind of lost in vain, but it's important to me to, not in a snobby way, but just like in a poetic way, like to convey that you put some thought in. I don't know.
Yeah. Put a little work into actually making it like art.
Yeah. Even if the subject matter is kind of lame or passe, just that you know, like, even like when you're done with this position, you'll be wishing for zest. All muddy, make a mess. Got to shove it in the best place I can find. Like, even if it's a song that's like mostly about like sex or partying or drugs, it still has to articulate at a certain level.
Absolutely. Definitely. You don't want to just put trash out there.
No.
Mostly, I just only want to put trash out there.
You just want to put it with the right fucking structure.
I just want to hang out with C10. The whole reason this show happened is because I want to hang out with C10.
Man, C10's actually going to start his own like twice a week show on this, like on the Nice Enough network. So he's going to play video games and he's going to fucking just be charming from what I understand.
Hang out with him all the time.
Where is C10? Can C10 page me or call me or something?
I will have him call you.
I don't have page. What the hell does that even mean?
Surreal's gone back to 1999.
I'm having through time for C10.
Dude, we need to. I'm definitely getting C10 a pager now.
All of a sudden, we come to I'm Queen Latifah.
God damn it!
On the show.
I'm gonna hand him a new work shirt and a pager with.
No, my next album's called "Can C10 Page Me."
Man, I'm sick of people asking for C10's fucking pager number. All right, I'm fucking.
This is bad.
You're funny, man.
I'm gonna get C10's Firefly.
It's funny.
That reminds me, someone recently, I won't put him on blast, but someone that I like that came to a show of a big name that I did. He's like, "Hey yo," I'm like, "Hey yo," and he's like, "You still got artists?" I won't say the name's number. I'm like, "Well, yeah," and he's like, "I'm gonna need that," and I'm like, "Oh, like, how would you feel if like fucking someone just gave your number out to like everyone who asks, you know, like?"
No, seriously, where's Psych B?
Psych B, I was talking to him earlier.
What's he up to?
I think he's up to mowing. He's actually doing landscaping, and I know he's been in the studio with Fonz. He's got new music coming, so I know he's got like 3 new songs ready. I think.
Bobby.
Bad News
Bobby. Bobby, yeah, but he's Psych B to me.
Yeah, he's Psych B to me too. But he is Bad News, so like it works. So I'm stealing Kayla's question that she usually asks, but
take it.
As we kind of wind down here, I like to let's get in your head a little bit.
Okay.
50 years from now, your kids are sitting around and they find an old Noise Wave or Surreal CD and they start listening to it, and if you could just like have them have any feeling about it, what would that be? Like, what are you hoping that your music conveys to like the future generations?
Oh, I would totally hope that they would pick up the vibe that when I was younger, I fell in love with the culture that came from Jamaica and came from New York. You know, I'm just a dude from Nebraska and Iowa, but I just really like love the culture and the music that came from that vibe. Mm-hmm. So I mean, simply, I would just want him to be like, wow, you know, he just liked that shit, you know,
and he did it right.
Like I don't, you know, it's kind of a funny way to, you know, like a lot of people lately are always like, who's your favorite MC? Or they do the thing with the faces, or like, if you're born in July, it's, you know, it's Drake or something. Like, I don't know about all that, but like when like I'm old school, like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and like, you know, LL Cool J, when those guys were coming out, it was just a new thing. It was kind of punk rock in and of itself, and it was, you know, I'm from Council Bluffs, Iowa, so like, you know, I remember like getting picked on when people were listening to Bon Jovi and I'm listening to like Eazy-E. They're like, what the, you know, like in 1988. So like the movement, the energy of it, it's not really about me and my story, but it's about, to answer your question, the vibe and the energy that came from Jamaica and came over to the 5 boroughs in New York and then eventually came to the Midwest, like I would wish my kids would be like what the hell's going on, you know?
Man, someone on here commented, they said that Surreal, you're like living, breathing hip hop. Somebody else called you a godfather earlier. Man, you are like, and it's because, I mean, you've done this for so long and you've been so, that energy that you talk about, I've never seen you without it. You're always out here. I mean, you are hip hop, bro, and like you are such a solid representation, and your humility about like being a fan and, you know, a student of it is beautiful, dude. So,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I've really enjoyed talking to you, man.
Thank you so much for coming on our show tonight. This has been special.
No, I appreciate you having me. I just like we got the COVID thing. Everybody's crazy and nuts, and I just hope everybody's doing all right. Your families are doing all right, and your kids are doing all right. Like, you know, we get drunk, we get high, we get crazy, but the music, the love, the energy, the vibes, we got to keep it going. And once this all rides through, Nice Enough, you know, Rhyme Swap, we're gonna do a lot of things, but we always consider what's best. We want everybody to have a good time. and everybody feel good.
I got a couple fan questions before I get out of here. Kirsch said, our DJ Maddox said, ask him about Built Like That, which is Maddox and Bixel.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I know them guys. Series 8? No, I know, yeah. That's Series 8 Buck Bowen back in the day. So here's the thing. Pat worked at me at Ranch Bowl. He was a cook when I was the promotion guy. And then fast forward, we both worked at Hy-Vee together, and Pat's stepdad works for Hy-Vee. Now, I'm kind of faded, but the thing is, like, Pat is the dude. Like, I think maybe he's my younger brother, maybe. I don't know. He's killing the game. And, oh, wait, and he's moving. And so like a year ago, I went and had, like, a scratch session with him, and he had, like, these 45s, and he's doing, like, because I DJ, too.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I DJ on, like, text, like, old school style, and he had these 45 records where you do, like, scratch tricks, and I was like, I don't know, but Pat's the dude, man.
He really is. He's
Bix and Maddox, those guys are killing it.
Those are good dudes. I actually got to, at the Jizza show, I got to hang out with Bixel a lot, and we got to know each other a little bit. And definitely some bro love going on there. I like that guy a lot. One more fan question from Gary Lang. He said that you mentioned Run DMC. Was it a certain song that really like gripped you, or was it the style in general, or can you just elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, it was Sucker MCs back, but I had Rockbox too. It was the first stuff I had. Okay, my mom worked at Richmond Gordman, and she worked with a guy who would dub me tapes on these TDK and Maxo, like blank tapes. He had Anthrax, Run DMC, like a lot of Def Jam, a lot of like the rock stuff. So it was influential. You know, and then it turned into like BC Boys and like Slick Rick and all that. But yes, short term is my mom worked with a dude who would make me mixtapes of Run DMC when I was like I'm like in third grade hearing this stuff. Oh, wow. So I went from like Jackson 5 to like Run DMC. So I'm like, whoa, you know, yeah.
That's dope, man. So is there anything?
I used to when I was little, I had real thick glasses. In like third and fourth grade, I had real thick glasses. I have contacts now. So I wanted to be DMC and Run DMC. Like, he was my guy. And then later, it turned into Chuck D, you know, and then later it was MC Ren for NWA. But it was you know, like, these dudes were real influential. You know, coming from a small town in Iowa, it's just, I don't know how to, emphasize it, but like it was just in its own realm, and I didn't mean for it to be. It's just like I had these tapes of these guys from LA and New York, and I was just influenced by it, and I just loved it.
That's awesome.
You know, so props to DMC, Run, Jam Master Jay, RIP, like way early, like way early 80s. Mm-hmm. I had a mixtape of MC Ricky D, which was Slick Rick before he was Slick Rick. Like, I was just, you know, and AP's my younger brother. Like, we were just into it. It's so long ago, like at such an early age. So like fast forward, and you know, you have like your Caskies and your like Mac Millers, RIP, like all these guys who are like big, but we're talking like 1982, 1983, 1984. Like, it's not even on the radar in Iowa and Nebraska.
Right.
But we just loved it. Right. You know.
I remember when I was young, like in like junior high and middle school, like music took longer to get to the fucking Midwest. Like, I had cousins from California, and they knew shit. They're like, this song's 3 months old. I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, even like Pearl Jam and stuff.
That's awesome.
No, you're right. It was just, now there's the internet, so everybody knows everything before it happens, but you're right.
So what do we have? So we have the Social Distancing Battle League coming up. Big Mista has a new video coming up. It's called Pull Up. Is that right?
Pull Up.
Pull Up.
Yes.
And what else do we have going on with you to plug before we say goodnight?
Oh, man, I got all kinds of stuff. I'm working on that song with Kovacs.
Hey.
And the lead singer I have Tay on it, the guy from Forever 55, all kinds of stuff. If you want to be in the Battle League, email me, zachsurreal@gmail.com, ZachSurreal@gmail, or just hit up Straw. Hit up Straw.
Hey.
Straw, you got to manage it. I'll give you 20%.
I seen what just happened there. But hit either of us up. We're dead serious about making that happen. We'll do it one little setup at a time,
Yes.
And make sure you guys go, and anytime you see anything involved with this man right here, you fucking be involved and you go. If you see a rhyme swap, they're fucking beautiful. They're important. I like to yell that open mics are important. Same thing. Rhyme swaps are important. Surreal the MC, the GOAT, the legend. He is hip hop. Have a good night, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
You guys, thank you. Be peaceful.
Namaste.
Hug the babies.
Of course. All right. So everybody, that was Surreal the MC.
That was him.
And in all his glory,
Yeah.
he is a great interview. Great guy. If you ever need anything or want to learn something, he's usually there to answer messages.
Yeah.
And he respects people that are out here and just trying to grow that art. He's been somebody that been a good mentor to me, somebody that I can look up to. I got a lot of, not saying I got a lot of mentors out there, but I got a lot of guys like him that are pillars of the community and of the what is being built here, and I'm blessed for that, man.
Definitely an ally.
Yeah, definitely an ally, and
for sure.
Just hearing him talk about other people the way that he does. If you're a younger artist or person watching this, learn from that. Because every time another person from the scene was brought up, he acted more excited about C10, J Influential, Big Mista than he did telling the story about fucking Twisted. You know,
that's something that we've talked about in the past. We used to talk about it a lot, and we kind of stopped talking about it. But don't forget it's okay to be a fan. It's okay to allow yourself the opportunity to enjoy what you're hearing and become a fan of your local artist.
Comatose said he's the first person that's seen to ever stick his neck out for him. I believe that 100%. 100%. Because he doesn't work like some people. If it's right to him right there, he's gonna say it and he's gonna do it.
Right.
He's not a bullshitter, that's for sure. So
no.
Everybody that joined in and participated tonight, thank you so much. Big Soul, DJ Maddox, Comatose. I seen Mike Fantastic coming in here quite a bit.
Yeah.
All you guys, we fucking love you so much.
Thank you so much.
If you need anything from us, you know where to find us.
We're here.
9:00 tomorrow night.
All right.
We're with Don Juan. Make sure you guys go and check out the other lovely 39 episodes of StrawTalk that we have out there.
Yes, please do.
It's important.
Comment on them, like them, share them.
And
listen to them while you're sleeping.
We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
We've been working hard, harder than we ever have, and that's the part of where we start and trying to make the better half. The charge to who we are, and in the second that we stepping back, we'll step the fuck off and try to light up with another match. But I don't think we lose the spark, I think it kindles deeper. Smolder till the shards of light come creeping through the ether. Don't you cut me deep, I know you know that I'm a bleeder. You notice what I need and don't deceive me when I see ya. You're fucking unique, embedded deeply in my head. Your presence like a peak, a piece I eat of Grateful Dead. Yeah, this a fucking cute song, I should be in Tucson. Add this shit up on the fucking playlist in the Q song, yeah. This that what we bout to do song. We know the move, the ocean's moon, that lovey-dovey groove song. That time to put your shoes on, bust a move and move on. Show me what you got and see if we've been being too gone. First met you, I was living in spite and trying to figure it out. When you first came through, I was living my life and getting words in my mouth. When my face turned